Right, are we live? Oh, I think we might be. Have we got any sound and have we got any vision? Because we didn't have this afternoon. Give us a thumbs up if we have. It'd be very helpful. Or type something down below. Let's put a proper screen up. That would help as well, won't it? There we go. Marvellous. Right, let's see. Give it a second or two. So thumbs if you can hear us or see us, or type something below and we'll be good to go. Here we go. Yep. Excellent. Looks like we're working. Super. Evening David, evening Greg. Right, so video and sound does work, you see. I don't know what occurred this afternoon. Evening Peter, but for some reason the Easy Live thing, the video didn't want to work. 3 or 4 weeks ago when I did the trial auction, everything worked perfectly. First time, plugged everything in. Excuse me. I've got a very hoarse throat now. And everything worked straight away, brilliantly. So set it all up again the same today. And for some reason I kept trying to connect the video feed and it just wouldn't connect. I don't know why. So in the end I gave up and I thought, well, just do audio only, because who wants to look at me anyway? You can still see the pictures of the catalogue, obviously, as we sell it, so that didn't really matter about not seeing me. And so I did audio only, and I thought the audio was going out. So I sat there for 3 hours shouting at myself, basically, not realising that there was no sound going out either. And there was Easy Live was trying to ring me on both phones, which I'd got on silence, of course, to tell me that the sound wasn't working, because they monitor it as it goes out. Yeah, but of course I was busy doing the auction, thinking I was talking to people. I couldn't really answer the phones. So anyway, it was only until I finished the auction, checked the email, and realised what had happened. So sorry about all that. The techies are looking into it because they don't know why it didn't work, 'cause it did before. So whether I've accidentally clicked a setting or something, or don't know, because this works fine. And I haven't changed anything since this afternoon. Very odd. But anyway, never mind. The stuff seemed to still sell okay. I was a little bit slow, but that was because now I know, because I was saying, you know, come on people, bid, 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 hurry up. But of course no one could hear me. But never mind, we got through it, didn't we? So yeah, so evening Pete, evening Paul, David, Peter. So hope you all had some good buys and some good sells, those of you who have bought and sold. And yeah, I think overall it was right, wasn't it? What I was going to see is, because as daft as it sounds, when you're going through it, I don't actually, it doesn't kind of register what stuff sold for, because I'm busy obviously concentrating on the next thing. So we'll have a quick scroll through and just have a look see, and if anybody has got any comments or queries or whatever, give us a shout. Yeah, all can play, £44. That was all right, wasn't it? I painted that a few years ago. We sold a few months ago, didn't we, on the Colcon? And it was another one I found. I thought I'd got another one somewhere. So that was okay. Some books, yeah. These few show cards. £16, £5.95. It's all right, isn't it? Machines, Parker's Carousel, £1,000. That's about right, isn't it? That's what they sort of usually make. I've sold them before. So that was good. I think that's a fair price for that. The little cigarette vendor, 50. The tremble tester, 240. That was quite a good thing, really. I quite like that. Bit different. Hillbilly's still here. Didn't find a new home for him yet. Now we'll sign 55. That's okay, isn't it? Fair any bits and bobs. Books. Books varied a lot from a £2 or £3 to £32. That one. The light up sign, I thought that was cheap, 40 quid. for the light up Viking King. I think he is what I called him anyway. Maybe he's just a Viking. But yeah, £40 seemed like a bargain to me. Trapton says, had on-off connection problems, no sound on desktop, unable to log in on phone, so it couldn't do anything. Yeah, I've had terrible internet problems all week here. So much so that I've ordered, which will come probably tomorrow, typically, not today, a 4G internet router as well as a backup, which isn't cheap to run as well, but yeah, I don't know why it is here. The problem here is in here, when I'm here in Cambridge, the only choice we've got is BT, and BT are crap. And the line in the road here has been broken for 20 years, I should think, and they just won't come and fix it. So, yeah. Every time a car goes up and down the lane, the internet goes and then comes back on again. So I thought, right, I had to do something about it. Over in Leamington, I had cable, Virgin cable, which was much better, much quicker. And I know some people have had issues with Virgin cable. Everybody has issues with everything at the end of the day, but I never had any trouble with it at all, I have to say. It was always perfect. It was extremely fast, never had any issues with it disconnecting or anything. But yeah, so for the next we will have a backup plan on the internet at least. And as I say, Easy Live are going to we can look at it on Tuesday. Let's see if we can figure out why the sound and video wasn't working today. So yeah. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, sign. £40, that was cheap, wasn't it? Tom Long thermometer sign, 170. Capstan vendor, 200. That's about right, isn't it? The Sailor, 1,120. That was probably a good buy, really. It was, as it says in the description, it was a, I don't actually know who made it, you know, repro, but reasonably well done. Looks the part. But cheap, really. Hoopla panels, 24, 24, 12, 12, 22, yeah, all sort of £20 a panel. Little Sega Clover Bell, 240. They don't come up too often, do they? So the high top didn't quite make it. We're working on that. Little Putnam dies, £110. It's a sweet little cabinet. The two automata. They went away, £560 for the sheep shearing man, and £400 for the ghost. So that was good. It's nice to get those sold. What else we've got? Fairground lights, £20 a panel. They were cheap. Goodbye. £100 for the two space scooters. They were quite funky, weren't they? Yeah. The Exacta 340, that was quite a nice clean one, that one. Got the nice stripy veneers down the side of the cabinet as well. The money mat I thought might make a bit more because it was a bit unusual. It's one of those odd things again, because it's unusual. I think nobody quite knows, oh, I don't know what that is, so don't bid for it. But it's a lot rarer than the Gunter Wolf machines. And I don't know, the mechanism seems a bit nicer as well, really. Anyway, so I think whoever bought that got a good buy. 740, the Mills Golden Falls. 420 for the four-wheeler with a stand. So that's got to be okay, isn't it? A few circus posters. Oops, let's just do that like that. Everything's beeping and twinkling at me. Turn that down a bit. The radio alarm clock, £45. Excellent. What else? We've got some more radios, 45, 45. Change machine, 44. The Rockola Jigsaw, 400. The Naked Lady 820. I thought that might do a bit more. That's off to Holland, I think. Or Belgium, one or the other. Holland, I think. Yeah, I thought we might get over 1,000 for the Naked Lady. Strange because 2 or 3 people interested in it, but yeah, hey ho. A couple of little early machines there didn't go. Struggled to sell the early stuff. Nobody seems to be interested much. With Hayden and Urry, we got 680 for that, so that wasn't too bad, was it? And 540 for this little halfpenny flicker. Sweet little machine that is. It's only so dinky little thing. Yeah, 380 for the horse. 120 for that horse. £120 for the jacket. Think somebody asked me if it would fit me for a size comparison, so I did try it on, and I think I need to go on a diet, shall we say. I think it's a small size. Small books. Then the fairground models, these were a bit of an unknown quantity. So, yeah, 120 for the big galloper. It doesn't seem a lot for the amount of work in them, does it? But £100 the cherublains, 150 the big wheel. What have we got there? 140 for the cakewalk. 170 for the gondolas. I think that was the most expensive, I think, of the models. 150 the octopus. £70 the steam yachts. 26 the moon rocket. I don't know why nobody wanted that one. It's a bit kind of continental looking, I guess, style of it, but 26 the gondolas, 160 the other steam yachts. 38 for the razzle dazzle, 48 for the waltzer, 42 for the swing boats. The Wonderland organ, 65. Another little one, 26. The little bits and bobs, 24. Steam engines, 50, 65. That one on the truck, I kind of gave up then. I was getting peed off. I didn't know no one could hear me, but all these things I was having to go down and down and down and down until I get £10 to get anybody to bid on them, and then all the way back up again. Goodness sake. No, they were going to make sort of 40, £50 a piece, so when they wouldn't bid 20 quid, I just passed them. So they'll go in the next auction, I expect. Aspro there, Hafner's, the Pilwin didn't go. Excuse me. Sore throat now. The 5 win, 530 in the new case. Mouthful of tea, see, that helps a bit. The Brenco ring render, 220. The Money Matador, 420. And the Continental, 360. The heads didn't go. It's funny, we had, if you remember on the Colcon website a few weeks back, some more of these paper mache heads, but we like people rather than animals. They all sold about 150-ish each, something like that on average. The animals I can't seem to sell, so I guess they'll probably go back. The chap has got some more human heads, so I might be able to persuade him to put some of those in the sale next time. The Mills Cascade on penny, that was 430. Smart machine, really, that later style. The 2 marble spinner boxes, 120 each. Good. Couple of signs, big roll down, 95. The Manning's Amusements, we were there a few weeks ago filming, £40. And Merivale Model Village, 22. Nice original poster. I'm not sure where that's going, not back to Yarmouth, somewhere else I think. What else we got? The Jameson Roulette, 520. That's off down to Wales. I just spoke to the gentleman a little while ago. Aristocrat Clubmaster, 660. Still think they're a great looking machine, as bandits go. 75 the Master game without the glass. That's a good project for somebody to do, isn't it? More books. Anything spectac there? Books and posters. Books and posters. Then 2 Punch and Judy's. Just making sure we've got some. Yep. Yeah, so the sort of the whole machine, 1850. And the 7-pump, the bigger one, but kind of without the cabinet, just say, just seemed to be kind of the whole of the inside slid out of the original cabinet as far as I can make out. 780, which seems quite cheap really, because you get more puppets. If you can make a box for it, that's a comparatively good buy, isn't it, compared to the other one. So yep, they're off to a good home. I'm sure it will be revealed soon. It's not for me to tell you, but I suspect we'll find out soon. Some more signs. Enamel signs, a couple of nice enamels. Stevens Ink made 240. And the lip, 280, that's a rare sign, that one. Philips 26, these 3 radios didn't go. The first 3 sold, the second 3 didn't, strangely. Norfolk Food of Strength, that's been hanging in the kitchen here for the past 30 years probably, 75. And the Turog 750, that's here on the, been here on the bread oven for 30 years probably. So considering the one on eBay is 1800, that was a good buy, wasn't it, for somebody? Les says, had problems with the sound. Yeah, Les, everybody did. It wasn't you, it was something with Easy Live. I don't know what. They're going to look into it on Tuesday. So I didn't know until the end of the auction that no sound was going out. Hence I've got a very hoarse throat, because I've sat here for 3 hours shouting, I thought, at my, you know, at all the people, and no one could hear me. Hey ho. Yeah, so Turog bed 750, the puppet 50. These scale models, I thought they were quite good, but nobody else seemed to. 90 for Little Theatre, that seemed quite cheap. Another enamel. Enamels are doing well, £100. If anybody's got any enamel signs, looks like a good time to sell them, so get them in for the next sale. A couple of Fairground bits. Frogger flippers, 85 each. Good strong bases on those, nice turned wooden bases, so I suspect whoever bought them is going to use the bases to probably make a bandit stand or something. They're quite heavy and chunky. The little Oliver Wales model, that was quite good, of Oliver Wales Works. 95. Quite a fun little thing. What else do we have? The Chairplane chairs, £40 a pair. Somebody bought the whole, oh no, they didn't buy the whole lot. Somebody bought half of them. I think somebody bought the other half. Whatever. Horse milk churn games, £70 a set. The roller penny board, sort of £30, £40-ish. Didn't manage to get the pay box away in one piece, unfortunately. So we'll see. I've taken instruction from the seller. I really don't want to have to break it up. I've got somebody else potentially interested in it. If you are interested in it, get in touch. See if we can do a deal, because it's just a shame to break it up. But, yeah, we'll have to see how we go. 34 for the sign, £80 for the trunk. Yeah, a couple more enamel signs again, doing well. 190 for the Cadbury's. Rare sign in that colour, but it's battered. But it is a rare sign. And the Borwicks, that wasn't too bad. Got a nice shine on that one. 220. The big Striker Morwin, 2,200. I think that's either the third or the fourth one we've sold in a row for exactly the same price. Spookily. So, yeah, there you go. We seem to have established the price on those. It'll be interesting to see the next one that turns up, what happens. Because sooner or later, everybody's going to have one that wants one. Probably the price might go down, who knows. Difficult to say always. The animated Fairground Target 95, they're quite fun, those. I used to have a few of those. I was collecting them up to build a shooting gallery. Never got around to it. Sold them all years ago at the Elephant House. The Brian's 11s is 640. That was sort of an untouched one. Barn, well, not quite a barn find, but one that's never been restored, which are just almost impossible to find these days. It's so hard to find. So 640. The Bunce Bunny seemed to be the, in a way, the star lot of the day for some reason. I don't know, I think everyone was just taken by the name and the graphics on it. A great looking thing, Bunce Bunny. 580. 280 the decibel. 310. These three needed a bit of work doing to them. Little projects with people. All about the same price actually. Look, the decibel 280. The Mills Light Up 310. And the Silver Jubilee 300. Cascade Deluxe 440. That's the usual sort of price it seems for those these days. The Craft Jackpot 480. Brian's Fruit Bowl 700. I thought that might do a little bit more than that, funnily enough, because it was an old penny. And pretty nice nick. Thought it might hit 8, but there we are. More tea, need more tea. The Payola. Orwin, rare thing, 610 on that one. The 4 Barrels. 690. The Ollie Wales display, we didn't get that one away this time. Or the Carved Horse. Jennings Governor 840. The Sega High Top Lucky Devil 570. And the Light Up 310. And a bit of a project, well, all they're working, but you know, wants a repaint really, probably. Tidy it up a little bit. Nice little Bagatelle 34. A pair of duds, they're quite unusual things, quite rare. I've got one somewhere, don't know what I've done with it. Coconut Shy duds. Lignum Vitae, extremely heavy. Wood, hardwood. And they used to cover and paste on coconut fibres, which I've got a bundle of as well somewhere. So they look like coconuts and stick them on the stands. They're impossible to knock off. They're so heavy. So yeah, quite good fun. One of Paul's penny pushers, 580. So hopefully Paul was happy with that, wherever he is. I'm sure he'll give us a wave in a minute. The Mini Cascade. A Challenger 270. Cabinet 230. Circus Big Top Finial 55. Like 50 quid, a few books. Yep, that's it, that's your lot. There you go. Next one, 31st of July. So, what did we all think to that? Other than the fact that the sound of the video didn't work, I think it was quite a good sale, really. Gilbert picks, hi Steve, I'm going to use Alan Amicus to pick up my lot. Will he pick up from today's auction or from Leamington Spa on Sunday? I don't know. As long as you've got it sorted out with Alan, he'll sort it out with me, so don't worry about it. He's coming, I think he's going to do one big pickup here, probably in a week or two's time, basically, once everyone's sorted out and he's sorted his routes out. So stuff doesn't take, you know, spend forever on his van, basically. The good thing with Alan is if you haven't used him before, his, you know, stuff goes on his van wrapped and strapped on nicely and doesn't come off again until it gets to you, basically. So unlike the bigger couriers where stuff's in and out of different depots and being chucked on off of pallets and shoved on shelves and off shelves and manhandled on constantly, that's when it gets damaged. But Alan, you know, picks it up from me here or Leamington, wraps it up, straps it on his van, and it stays there till it gets to you. So everything gets well looked after. So yep, he'll do a good job for you. Paul says he's happy with that. Excellent. So yeah, overall, I think that was pretty good. I don't know how, I haven't had time to look to see how prices kind of compare with the past year on Colcon, if they're vastly different, if anybody noticed. If we just put up just the machines, because that's all most of you are interested in anyway. Thanks for the info, no problem. Yeah, I don't know if they were vastly different up or down really, or about the same. Probably about the same, I think, overall. I think there's a couple of bits that seemed good buys to me, and a couple of bits that seemed good sells for the sellers, if you know what I mean. Let's say the Naked Lady I thought would make a bit more, just because they turn up so infrequently. Yeah, the Olive Whale, the big striker woolwyn, exactly what we sold them for 3 or 4 times now, so that's no surprise on that one really. The fruit bowl again I thought might make a little bit more because it was an old penny one. So they're probably about the only 2 things that I personally thought might make a little bit more. The Punch and Judy we really had no idea, and loads of people asked me how much I think they were going to make. All you could say for definite really is that there's a few £100 worth of puppets in each machine, even if you disregarded the machine. But it would have been a shame for them to be broken up just for the puppets. Which no one who's bought them, they won't get broken up, they will be restored. So, yeah. Anything else we thought was cheap? Not particularly. Or anything wildly expensive? Not particularly. The Sailor really was cheap. And again, the Carousel all £1,000. That's pretty much what they usually make. So yeah, pretty good, I think. I'm happy with that, and hopefully all the buyers and sellers are as well. Peter says, great sale. The prices were high on every lot I bid on, but that's the way it goes. Well, you must have good taste. That's what that tells you, isn't it? I always have that problem with auctions. I always seem to manage to find the most expensive things in whatever auction it is. I think, oh yeah, that's nice. I wouldn't mind that. And then yeah. If it's a good sign, it means you've got good taste. So as for collecting, delivering and all that jazz, your invoices should be in your email. Check them if you bought anything. They might have ended up in your spam because it all gets auto-generated out of the Easy Life system. So they might find their way into your spam, but you should have, they have been sent out, so you should have them. Have a rummage around. If you haven't, get in touch. Sellers, if you've sold, should also have had an email to say with your sale results on. As for picking up and whatnot, tomorrow I'm not really around tomorrow now because I've got to go. I've briefly got to go to Leamington because there's a bit of a TV job to do, and I've got to see Alan over there. But I'll only be going in the little car, so I can't really take anything with me tomorrow. And it's a quick there and back. I've got some other jobs to do as well. Tomorrow's just gone a bit wrong, unfortunately. Tuesday for the rest of the week. So Tuesday to Saturday, I'm here in Cambridge. Should be around all day, every day. If you want to come and pick up from here. Evenings as well, if that's easier. If you want to call in after work, if you happen to be in the area or coming through, or want to come after work, if that helps. You know, I don't mind up till sort of 9 o'clock or something at night, if that makes it easy for you. Kettle's always on. And then anything that's still here by Saturday night, we'll go to Leamington on Sunday is the plan, assuming my new big van arrives. And then we'll be at Sunday at Leamington Spa at the Elephant House from sort of 12 till 3, I think I've said. That kind of middle bit of the day to give a chance for people to get there and get home again, sensible time. Then after that, then the following weekend, I'll be in Leamington, I think on the Saturday is the plan. Obviously, it's 2 weeks away, so things can happen, but that's the plan at the moment. And obviously, for further away, give Alan a ring. His details are on the website, they're on your email, and they're on your invoice as well. Liaise with Alan. The sooner you liaise with him, the better, because obviously he's picking up probably a couple of times. And then the quicker you get it booked in, the quicker he knows what he's doing on his routes and can get it to you. So yeah, so that's all of that. And then once we're all paid in, hopefully the next day or two, if I haven't got your bank details for paying you out, if you've sold, obviously just get in touch and give me your details. Or if you want to come and collect the cash, that's fine, just let me know. Paul says, enjoy the auction, though I pushed the wrong buttons to start with, has no sound. Oh, I thought you'd pushed the wrong buttons. Yeah, no, you hadn't. Possibly I pushed the wrong button somewhere, but I tried it 3 or 4 times. So it was slightly late starting anyway. Because the video like on here, I use the same broadcasting software, OBS, I use to YouTube as to Easy Live, which last time worked flawlessly. Connected up straight away, no problem at all. I don't think I'd changed anything. So it's weird, don't know. Anyway, they're looking into it on Tuesday when I'm back in front of the computer. We'll sort it out for the next one. Elaine says, Roger says, thanks for a good afternoon. Marvellous. I'm glad he enjoyed himself. Keeps him out of trouble, doesn't it, if nothing else, if he's watching an auction. Bless him. That's okay then. Yeah, so that's sort of the next week planned. I'm then, while I'm around this coming week, dealing with people collecting their stuff and whatnot, cracking on with video editing, the DVD for Paul's collection DVD. Try and break the back of that. So yeah, that's my plan for the week, really. Paul says, a no drive home. That is the advantage of, I know people say, oh, you know, they don't like the internet because they like to get together, blah, 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 blah. But this is it. You can sit at home, out in the sunshine with your iPad, if you like, and a pint of something cold, with a hot sausage in one hand, if that's how you're inclined, who cares? And on your barbecue, and you can bid away. And you're already home, haven't you? You haven't got to go home. You haven't got that long drive there and back. So yeah, I think once people get the hang of it, we'll be okay. Yes, and then the next auction will be, the next slot machine / fairground / circus, etc. auction will be 31st of July. Entries open for that now, basically. So if you're coming to collect stuff that you bought, by all means, drop something off for the next auction. No problem at all, either here or at Leamington, doesn't matter. We'll start putting that together. Then in between times will be 1, if not 2, extra auctions, which is just me doing more house clearance and stuff. So it'll be another £1 auction. Everything's got to go. 99.9% of you won't be interested in it, but those of you who do a bit of eBaying or boot sailing or reselling or Facebooking or whatever you do these days, there's bound to be some bargains. So keep an eye out, and hopefully we'll sell you some stuff and you can make a few quid. Yeah, and then we'll catch up with some bags of coins and bits and bobs and whatnot to go on the website next week. So I'll get onto that as well, because that's a bit behind, obviously. It's been tied up auctioning. Excuse me. And not repaid. You know, paid receipt paid via bank transfer. You won't do automatically until I've logged it on the system with bank receipts. So don't worry about that. I haven't done anybody's yet. Because that bit isn't automated. Because I don't use their payment system, which means I don't have to. There's just another % or 2 I save. You pay direct into our bank account, our client bank account, not our clients, our bank account we put the client money into. And that just cuts out another %, which helps me keep the charges down low. But it does mean I've got to manually sit there and look at the bank statement and tie the two up. So I'll do that tomorrow. So yep, you'll get that in due course. On the, can I show you on this one? I don't know if I can on this one. you should see on the website, if you go into your settings, a little logo with a little cogwheel on. Yeah, there'll be a blue box here now. This is just my test account, so obviously on the test account I don't pay anything. But if you qualify for the auction fee discount, this box will tell you so. Or if not, it will be like this. So keep an eye on that one. So yeah, you need to pay 6 months membership within the last 12, and that can be you know, in the past or in the future. So in other words, if you join tomorrow, you could pay 6 months up in front and you qualify for the next auction. If that makes sense. Basically, keep an eye on this blue box. So that's now done. So those of you who qualified should have got a discounted invoice. If you didn't, if it's not come through on your invoice, it's just because I've missed it off somewhere online. Let me know and I'll sort it. And the same again when you get your salary statements. That should be at your lower rate. So keep an eye on that. And what other thing did I do on the website? I tweaked something else. I can't think what it was. It was late at night. Oh yeah, I've redone all the kind of the FAQs and things. So these are now all up to date, I think. Because a lot of this was referring to the sealed bid system. So I've taken those off. Updated all this sort of stuff. So it makes more sense for the moment. Another job for next week then is to put details on of the July the 3rd, the collector's day, up at Robert's Arcade. I've got some bits of video to edit of a bit of a tour of his arcade. So I'll do those. And then also we're working on a date for Dingles for October. I spoke to Adam yesterday on that one. And we just have a look at his diary, see what date we can do. We were hoping to have Dingles to ourselves at the end of the season with nobody else there. That probably now won't happen because Dingles, the museum, is going to stay open right for the winter, hopefully, which is good. It'll be quiet though, and we'll still have our own kind of personal guided tour of the place by Adam, chairman of the FHT. So that'll be good, and I'm sure we'll get to see a few things that the general public don't. Obviously, with other people wandering around, they can't just sort of leave all the doors open for us to wander around freely. But it will still be good. We'll still see lots of things. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Right, so yeah, so on to Bingley. 3rd of July. If you're coming to that, let me know. Like we did at Northampton back in March. If you want to bring something for other people to look at, bring a machine or some fairground stuff or some music boxes or anything you collect really. It doesn't have to be the usual stuff we talk about on here. Anything interesting for other people to see. We'll have our own little area again. We can put stuff in that the public won't be able to interfere with. And then obviously there's the arcade there to look at. Nice cafe, etc, etc. So let me know and I'll do like I did last time at Northampton, the list of stuff people are bringing. So we try and get a nice mix of stuff again and not 10 people all bringing the same thing. It's unlikely to happen, but it's good to have a nice mix. But also it might be a case of somebody's got a I don't know, a pair of, somebody's got one version of something, somebody's got another version or something. You might think, oh well, I've got a different one of that, I'll bring that to compare it. So yeah, it'd be good. I'm toying with the idea of bringing all my tall BMCO machines so I can get to them all. I think I might have got 8, I can't remember. I've never seen them all in the same place either at the same time, so it'd be novel for me, to be quite honest, to get them all out. Although again, if my new big van doesn't arrive by then, I can't get them all in the car because it's too big. Oh, my tea's gone cold. That's not good. Ugh. Yeah, so there we are. Any more for any more? Anybody got any comments, questions, moans and groans? Anybody think anything didn't work properly? Other than the sound, obviously. I've got to fiddle with this page on the website as well, obviously. I can't remember if I've made it so all this stuff will disappear tomorrow or not. We'll see tomorrow, won't we? Because obviously all this lot is now sold. I got a feeling I didn't program it, so it might still stay there, all that lot. But anyway, we'll worry about that in the week. Yeah, so there we are. So thank you all very much for your trade. Those of you who bought and sold today, or both in some cases, I believe. It was all good. And we'll do it again the next time. Greg says, do you know how many people registered for the auction? I probably do, but not offhand. Yeah, the last time I looked in the morning, because yesterday it was only 50 something. And first thing this morning when I looked, it was 100 and something, so it sort of doubled between late last night and early this morning. I don't know how many we ended up with. But 100 and something, if it's 100 and something, that's... At the Elephant House we used to get probably between 100 and 200 generally. I just know how many numbers I used to give out. So yeah, although there's often 200 or 300 people there, obviously not everybody registered because people come with their other halves or whatever. So yeah, I think that's pretty good, really. It's sort of on par with where we were at before. Anyway, kind of everything is because, you know, machine-wise, 50 machines where we used to have sort of 30 to 40 a month in the monthly auctions. So prices seem to be holding up, and we seem to have got the same-ish amount of bidders, so everything kind of the same. That's good, isn't it? Lane says, thank you from Norfolk. Roger and Elaine, night all. Nighty night. Catch you soon. Yeah, so there we are. So that's it from me, I think. Unless anyone's got any comments or questions, anything they need to know. If not, ping me a message, you know where I am. I'm going to go and have another cup of tea and lie down. I might see if I've got something more soothing for my throat. Don't know if I have, actually. Ice cream, that's a good idea. I'll have some ice cream. Yeah, that could work, couldn't it? Yes. I think I might do that. Oops. Yeah. And then we'll catch up again Tuesday night. Peter says, night, I'll see you Tuesday morning. See you Tuesday morning, no problem. Yeah, Tuesday night, the next video for, I don't know, wherever we're up to by Tuesday night, really. And yeah, a bit of a calmer week for me, hopefully. A calm week of video editing, that would be nice. And people coming to collect their stuff, which would be nice, so I can have some space again. Yay. Right, then, let's plonk in here. Next video, next live stream. I can never spell properly when I try and do this. Next live stream, Tuesday, 8:05 PM, as usual. Usual. Can't spell. Usual. That's better. Yeah, good stuff. I think that's it, isn't it? So, I'm off. It's all gone quiet. That looks good. Thanks as usual for tuning in. Catch you Tuesday. You know where I am in the meantime if you want me. And have a rummage in your sheds and find those machines. And your enamel signs by the look of things as well. They're doing well. Right, I'm off. Nighty night.